Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Sea Lord Jenda, and this is my Let's Play of Rule the Waves 3 as Great Britain. We are at war with Italy. In the last episode, we managed to sink an Italian heavy cruiser, then suffered a minor setback thanks to their huge battlecruiser fleet, and we're now headed into another battle, which hopefully will only involve light cruisers. Okay, I mean, this is, fine if they get a similar force. I mean, we're going to have 3 light cruisers and 4 destroyers against, they have 11 battle cruisers in the area. But if they just get a similar force of light cruisers, then we should be alright. It's also about to be dark, which I think will be in our favor. Although I'm pretty sure the Italians have radar, unlike historical World War II, where they were just useless at night. Could be wrong, though. Maybe they don't have radar, but it seems unlikely. How good is the radar installed on our ships here currently? We have reliable search. I don't actually know what level that is. Okay, we do have good enough fire control radar without blind firing. That was about to be my question. That is installed, so... And they are not blind firing back, so... We're not exactly hitting them either, but... At least we're trying. If we keep the range open a little bit, this could be kind of one-sided. Okay, remember what I said about the Italians probably having radar and being better than they were in historic World War II? Well, I still think they have radar, probably, but it's clearly and obviously worse than ours. They must not have blind fire capabilities at all. And as a result, this is not going to go well for them. Do we chase that guy or do we chase the main force? Let's chase the main force and take a chance on maybe catching a heavy cruiser or something. Ooh, they slowed right down, too. Hard to... Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. We're in immediate firing range of it. Is that actually a CA? I kind of figured it was a destroyer. Based on the number of guns we were getting hit by, I think it might have been a CA, though. Really. Okay, we've got at least 2 crippled ships back here. Maybe let's go finish them off. Oh, but the greed. I want to chase... Whoa! Somehow I didn't quite clock that HMS Liverpool had gotten so detached. We should probably go rendezvous with her. Yeah, she's doing her own thing, alright. Okay, could everyone please reform into one line of battle? Thank you. Really, it hardly even matters. Our radar advantage is uh well, you wouldn't want to be the Italians right now. I'm guessing this light cruiser is dead. I'm just scouting up here to the north to see if there's anything left to float up here to finish off. Um, I don't see anything. Although I forget exactly how far north I should have to go to see. Eh, well. If anything is still afloat up there and survives to the end of the night, then I guess it's done well for itself. Let's go back and finish off anything else down here. That's probably just destroyer. Although the claim seems to be that it's a heavy cruiser, but pretty much everything we've shot at has been claimed to be a cruiser. Some of them must have been destroyers. That being said, I mean, oof, Italy. That was probably a destroyer, honestly. Whatever it is, I think it's dead. Right. Anything else left around? Not that I currently spot on radar. But, I mean, ouch. We just reenacted an actual battle from the Mediterranean circa 1942-43 or something. That, that hurts if you're Italian. Some noted night battles I should be taking pretty much regardless of the odds, apparently, because that was a hopeless effort from the Italians. Yeah, more got away than I would have liked, but also their squadron was way smaller than my scouts would have you think. But we took, in total, the only damage we took was 3 5-inch hits to HMS Liverpool at close range from a destroyer, which still didn't hit us with any torpedoes despite that, which is lucky. In return, out of a squadron of 2 light cruisers, 4 destroyers, we sank a light cruiser and 3 destroyers and crippled the survivors with Niccolo Zeno here, smashed by 5-inch, 6-inch, and 4-inch, and floats away with no superstructure left, and that's a 2,500-ton destroyer. Malino hit by 13 5 and 6-inch shells and just sunk outright, and that's an 1,800-ton destroyer. Scored exactly 1 hit on us in return, and I think that's a lie, actually, because all the hits Liverpool took were from Lampo. Eritrea here survived, but hit 12 times by 6-inch,
knocked out of line, set ablaze. 7,600-ton light cruiser survives, but pretty much looking at several months in dry dock. Lyon hit by 21, 6-inch and 5-inch, and thoroughly sunk. Lampo hit by 11, 6-inch and 5-inch. Did launch torpedoes at us, but missed. Maybe it was only one torpedo even. And that was much earlier in the night, though. I think this is when we hit her at close range. I don't see that she did launch torpedoes. Sunk. And the 7,600-ton light cruiser Ethiopia absolutely pulverized by 6-inch fire, 83 hits, which she sank quite early on in that. I don't remember which one this was, but yeah. Absolutely eviscerated her. Extraordinarily one-sided battle. That Italian squadron is completely decimated. And a war loan, and an electric torpedo reloading system, better submarines, and radar vectoring of cap, so better cap effectiveness with air search radar. And we are blockading Italy, so... However, war with Germany probably will come within the next month or two, so this whole Italian front is not going to last much longer. Which is a shame, because we're kind of... It's not totally one-sided because of the size of their battlecruiser force, but I have great confidence that we would destroy Italy if the war continued. Germany are another story altogether. Alright, let's do another turn. We need 9 more destroyers, huh? Well, we're working on it. HMS Australia intercepts Italian raider. If it's any heavy or light cruiser, that's fine. If it's a battle cruiser, we're in big trouble. At least this is a modern Suffolk-class cruiser that does 30 knots, so she has a good chance to run away from whatever it is if she's not... if she doesn't outgun it. There she is. Hard to starboard to investigate. Okay, whatever it is just sprinting away from us at top speed. It looks like a light cruiser or something. Oh, we got in gun range. It is a small 5,400-ton Etruria-class light cruiser. Does she even have torpedoes? Yes, but still, this will be very, very one-sided if we get into firing. I mean, if we start launching. If we can hold her in gun range and land a few effective hits, this will be very, very one-sided. The question is, can we? Good news is, I think she was only a 30-knot class, so yeah. She can't exactly run away, she just can't... We can't close in, she can't get further away, but she's not a big ship, so we land a few good 9-inch hits, and she will start to slow down, which I think she might already be, and then it's pretty much just, yeah, it's over. It's very over. Okay. At this point, as long as we're careful not to get torpedoed, that's why I'm going at this angle, it's very over. Yeah. So, -1 Etruria class light cruiser for Italy, the Campania. 34 5-inch and mostly 9-inch hits, and she is headed to the bottom of the Indian Ocean. She was a small cruiser, not a very good cruiser, but a cruiser, and bye-bye. Right. Germany honors alliance and joins Italy in war against Great Britain. Proximity fuses 5 and 6-inch AA. And the Austro-Hungarians are really coming through, I have to say. They lose the destroyers Planet and Dukla, and the heavy cruiser Sigerin, but sink the corvette Siconia, the destroyer Giuseppe La Farina, and the battle cruiser Francesco Caracciolo. Which is just... The Austro-Hungarians have sunk 2 Italian battle cruisers so far in this war. Again, that was one of the older ones, not one of the very new ones, but still, I mean... Spectacular efforts by the Austro-Hungarians. Unfortunately, we're pretty much going to have to abandon them now. I mean, out of this whole fleet here, for sure I have to recall all capital ships to Northern Europe. Realistically, I need to recall most of the heavy cruisers. Maybe I'll leave like 2 down here as a squadron. I need to recall about most of the Bristols. Maybe I leave like... I'll leave 4 down here, let's say. And most of the carriers, I will leave 2 down here. And most of the destroyers, I will... It's gonna have to be more than that. I'll recall this many, I'll leave this many down here. So what's that I'm leaving? 2 heavy cruisers, 4 light cruisers, 2 carriers. It's not that bad, but... Well, it is, by comparison, though. Pulling 10 capital ships I'm pulling out. I mean, that's probably going to end the blockade against Italy. Fascist. Il Duce. Yeah, it's not a very peaceful world, actually. Spain, Italy, Japan, and Germany are all fascist. And the Russians are communists. So it's only myself, France, and the USA for democracies, and Austria-Hungary as a... call it a constitutional monarchy, I guess. Don't know that they're really that constitutional, but... Constitutional in the sense that the Hungarians will rebel if they do anything, if the Kaiser does anything they don't like. Okay, the budget's actually managed to balance. That's nice. Especially as we're about to finish the Ark Royal rebuilds, and then we could resume a couple more Canadas, probably. We also have 15 more Amazons due to finish within the next 6 months, so that's nice too. Unfortunately, with all these ships pulling out, the blockade of Italy, as I said, probably will break, which is a shame, but nothing to be done. Because as it stands, we're about to be under blockade by Germany, and we need to prevent that for sure. Germany have 6 battleships, which is not that bad, actually. Hessen, 12-inch belt, 10, 14-inch. She's old now. In fact, 4 out of the 6 are quite old ships now. 14-inch guns are still not that hopeless, but these will not do well against the most modern 16-inch battleships that I have, although they're well armored. And Schleswig-Holstein, I have no idea what the hell they were thinking here. This is a brand new 4-year-old ship with 9 12-inch guns in 3 triple turrets and a 14-inch belt. She does make 30 knots, which basically makes her a battlecruiser. But it's not adequate for a battlecruiser either. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. The pride of the fleet is Tirpitz, which has 9 16-inch guns, but their battleship fleet I'm not that scared of. Unfortunately, they also have 4 battle cruisers, which are all 45,000-ton ships with 8 17-inch guns and 2 quad turrets. They make 30 knots and have a 12-inch belt, which kind of suggests to me they're not that well armored. I mean, the deck is going to be very important also, and I don't know what it is, but if it's 4 to 5 inches, I mean, they're about a match for our Lions, probably. I don't know that they're that much better, despite the big guns. Then they've got, let's see, 17 heavy cruisers, which is a lot. 24 light cruisers, and although the good news is all their heavy cruisers are armed with 8-inch guns, which means mine are a match for them one-on-one. A lot of light cruisers, mostly with 8 to 9 6-inch guns, so we can fight most of them, except these latest bomb types with the 15 6-inch guns. Those are dangerous. They have 7 fleet carriers and 10 light. The fleet carriers are not anything super special, but it's a little harder to differentiate carriers. They're not bad either, though. They all have over 60 aircraft. Plus these massive light carriers. A couple of aviation ships. Their destroyer force is actually quite good by AI standards. Not up to my level, but quite good. So Germany's going to be a tougher fight than Italy for sure. They do have 200,000 tons more than us. And while Italy is technologically behind, which explains the radar thing, Germany is one of the 3 very advanced nations. So, yeah. Alright, let's look at our air bases. Harwich. Okay, these are all actually... Oh, they can still be expanded. Okay. I guess we have 100 now, huh? Let's expand those 3 main air bases, but those are... Oh, and this one. But, at least these have 80 aircraft apiece. Although they only have 60 aircraft apiece stationed at them right now, which isn't great. But, you know what? That's fine. Let's just, Okay, there we go. Now, I wish I could just copy and paste that, but that will annoyingly... Maybe I need to get the keyboard out. Annoyingly, it resets, like it doesn't have the intelligence to, Ooh, not that many. Doesn't have the intelligence to only overwrite the changed parts if you copy and paste, so, whoops. We're gonna have to do this manually. At least they all have a pretty good force of aircraft already, so we're not starting from scratch on these. Okay. I think that's the changes we need to do to be ready for war with Germany then. I will, let's do one more turn and see how it goes. Oh, I need more ships on trade protection. Well, okay. That's not a problem in itself. See how it goes here. Oh. That could be fine. Again, as long as we don't run into a battle cruiser. It's also not a very large battle. I mean, this isn't exactly going to decide the war, and we only get 1 battle per turn, but there is the slight concern that both Germany and Italy have a 50,000-ton battleship due next year. So if the war drags on, that could be problematic. What am I chasing right now? I don't think it's a battle cruiser. It is, however, about to be dark, so that probably favors me. I might be able to kill a battlecruiser in the dark with how bad the Italian radar is. That is like a light cruiser at most, I think. There we go. Oop, tried to torpedo us. But didn't hit, so we maybe got lucky there, but... Really? We're willing to blind fire with radar, but not within visual range? When we don't have a positive ID? Let's keep shooting, please. I don't think she's magically become a different ship than the one we were shooting at mere seconds ago. But apparently she has, as far as our spotters are concerned. Honestly, in the dark like this, it should be way more likely that your gunners randomly blow up a friendly ship than that they actually wait for a positive ID to start shooting at everything in the middle of an existing battle. Yeah, exactly. Come on, guys. It's not that big a puzzle. We should be able to identify her. Just because it's a little rainy now, or what? I mean, come on. There we go. Somebody actually shot at her. It's also kind of crazy that we're willing to blind fire at unidentified radar targets, but apparently not at unidentified visual range targets. There we go. Okay, it was a light cruiser. A 7,700-ton Quarto-class light cruiser, Marsala, which is pretty mid-range for the Italians, actually. 55, 5, and 9-inch hits, and she's gone. Okay, Victorious and Formidable are reconstructed. Oh, not yet, come on. Oh, that's a little lame, actually. We didn't even fight a single battle with the Germans. Improved streamlining, gradual AP penetration improvement, air-to-ground rockets. Fighter-type aircraft will use rockets on medium loadout. Okay. Working on angled flight deck. Oh, I forgot we're working on a light jet fighter. Is that finished yet? No, but it's almost 3 months. Okay, well, bit of an anticlimax for that war, to be honest. It's July of 1944, and Great Britain and Nazi Germany are at peace in an uneasy stalemate. Alright. Ooh, and the budget is very, very bad. Reserve. Stop training. Recall everybody that's left in the Mediterranean. Okay, what else? We need to save more budget than that, clearly. How many destroyers do I actually have in service right now? Only 80. Wasn't sure if I had extra. Okay, well, we're gonna have to pause all the rest of these. Oh, and that's enough to save the budget. Okay. Well, it'll probably get better shortly. If not, we'll resume building the Canadas when the Amazons are finished, basically. Alright, so I think now that we're at peace again, that's gonna do it for today. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you all have a nice evening. This is Sea Lord Janda signing off.